Hello everybody, welcome back to the Grindhouse. So recently I got an account with Shudder, which if you don't know Shudder, it's a horror streaming service where they have exclusives, kind of like Netflix, but it's nothing but horror movies, which I love the service already. So I heard there was a movie that I can't find on DVD. At least the DVDs I can find are like almost $40, and I'm like, I'm not gonna pay $40 for a DVD. Everybody says this movie is like the creepiest Japanese horror film of the 21st century, and it's called Noroi, or I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but I'm gonna call it The Curse. It's called The Curse. So it's an exclusive on Shudder. So I decided, hey, today I'm really kind of bored and I want to watch some Shudder. So I'm going to check out this movie, and I did. Oh, that was an hour and 55 minutes I will not get back in my life. Oh man, what a disappointment. Because, like, this movie got a whole bunch of good reviews on Shudder. It's keep getting a whole bunch of good reviews. Everybody says it's creepy and everything like that. But I didn't think it was creepy. It wasn't a bad movie, but it wasn't a great movie like everyone said it was. For me, it was kind of like, it was fine. It was boring. It was kind of boring. It wasn't... See, there were a lot of scenes in this movie that a lot of people said were creepy. Like, I'm sure a lot of people thought the possession scenes were creepy or something. But to me, I thought they were a little annoying and boring. This movie was boring overall. Like, I was sitting there starting to kind of, like, almost fall asleep because I was like, nothing's happening. And that's the thing, I'm usually a fan of slow-burning horror movies, but this one, for some reason, just bored me. And I think it's because everybody, like, overhyped this movie so much that I felt like it was a little disappointing for me, because I didn't feel it lived up to the hype that every reviewer and their mother kept giving this movie. It wasn't creepy, it wasn't scary, and overall, a lot of times I felt like it was overacted. It didn't feel like it was, like, good acting. It felt like the actors were trying too hard. And, again, it wasn't like it was a fun experience. I wasn't, like, intrigued, or it didn't keep my interest for long. It was really boring, and I don't know, it's sad for me, because here's the thing. When an American filmmaker makes a horror movie and that horror movie ends up not being a good movie or even a fun movie, it's not really sad or disappointing. It's just like, okay, and that's what I expect, because, yeah, a lot of American filmmakers think that these different things, like jump scares and stuff, will scare the audience. So it's kind of like, okay, I'm used to that. But when a Japanese horror movie that has so much hype going for it ends up not being that great and not being scary or creepy or anything, it is a little sad, because Japanese horror filmmakers know how to scare an audience. They know what scares you. They know what intrigues you. It's like they know how to make horror movies. That's why Japanese horror movies are always the best, because they know how to make a good horror movie. So when one ends up not being good, it's kind of sad, because it's like, man, this movie is being called the creepiest movie. It's being called one of the scariest Japanese movies ever made. And then you watch it and it ends up not being that effective and a little boring. It's like, wow, that's really sad. So mostly the whole message is, if people are overhyping a horror movie, you gotta turn on that part of your brain that says, what if these people are wrong and this movie ends up being really boring and really shitty? you gotta turn on that part of your brain, and that's mostly the point of this. So yeah, The Curse. Man, I have to give it a 5 out of 10. It wasn't that great to me. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. And overall it was boring. It was really boring. And the acting wasn't that great. The possession scenes were a little annoying and really overacted. And there were moments where I was like, I want to just click out of this and watch something else. And finally, at the ending, I was kind of like, okay, I'm going to do that. Because, you know, there was a scene in this movie, spoiler alert, but there was a scene in this movie where a camera guy, the main character, turns on his camera on night vision, and he sees this ghost, and it's being eaten by these little infant-looking baby monsters. And I'm like, that's cool. That could have been used for great effect. Then, of course, after that, it was like they turn it back to a possession scene, and it's like, oh. And I was like, I'm done. I'm done with this. I think I'm gonna watch Phantasm or another movie that I know is better than this. So yeah, I can't recommend this movie. I wish I could. I wanted to like this movie. I really did, because I like the concept of the movie. I like the ideas this movie was trying to present. But overall, to me, it was just a boring movie. And I can't recommend this. So yeah, The Curse, one to me is now the most overhyped horror movie I've ever seen. Yeah. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I don't know if you guys like The Curse. That's fine. Power to you. I just couldn't find it myself to give this movie any higher of a score than 5. So yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and hit that big red subscribe button. And I'll see you guys next time with a brand new video. Probably an analysis video for Halloween. So yeah. Anyway, see you guys next time. Goodbye.